KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with McDONNELL Mark. This is a post-show interview with Eddie Hearn. First of all, congratulations to Jay McDONNELL, who's defeated KAMEDA on a points win in Texas. Brilliant news.
Unbelievable, you know. He was down in the fight, I believe. I think everyone had it really, really close, and you know, to get the win out there is massive. Change, you know, live on CBS as well. It's unbelievable performance.
Will he be gutted that there wasn't another belt on the line there?
Oh, listen, it's all about being in big fights, and that was a big fight. So, you know, we're standing here at what, 10:30, and you know, we didn't get the opportunity to show it live, but it's going to be played on Sky in a few minutes after the Burns fight. So, you know, I'm so pleased for him because, you know, he's gone out there and most fancied he'd get turned over by KAMEDA. It's a massive win.
And obviously, Ricky Burns' fight is still going on at the moment, following Twitter updates.
It's like 4 rounds in. It's a war apparently, which we didn't expect anything else. I'm hoping he's going to break him down, and just watching it now. So, you know, need to hurry up with this one.
All right, okay. Assess for me the show tonight. Let's start with Anthony Joshua. Is that the first time Joshua's single punch knocked someone out?
Yeah, I think normally he gets the refs jump in early. You know, you're going to get the same old thing. Oh, Rafael Zambano love. All I can tell you is what's happened 3 or 4 months ago. He boxed Charles Martin, number 2 in the WBO, number 5 in the IBF. He went the full 10 rounds of the contest with him. He boxed Eric Molina, who's WBC number 10. He went 8 rounds with him. 8 months ago, he boxed Shannon Briggs. He went the distance with him. But of course, you're not really going to get the credit because most people tune in and say, "Oh, what another easy win for Anthony Joshua." But he's that good. But I'm pleased now that, you know, and again with Luke Campbell, that a lot of these fights are out the way now, and now he can focus on Kevin Johnson, which I think everyone agrees is a proper test.
Easy fight for Johnson.
Apparently, according to him.
I filmed Kevin Johnson having a row with a fan. Can I put that out?
If you want.
All right, okay, no problem.
What sort of row?
He was having like a little verbal row, and then he sort of pushed some geezer and going off. It was great footage for us anyway. Sam Eggington.
There he is, the man.
Sam Eggington.
Go back to the hotel. Yeah. All right, mate. I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. He's well wind.
Yeah.
Continues. He clinched the Commonwealth title tonight.
Yeah.
How far could he go, Ed?
He's always in good fights, and it was an entertaining fight with Lamptey. You know, I think sometimes he just likes to trade too much, and that's when he was going to beat Lamptey. Lamptey was old manning him a little bit, letting him control the pace of the fight. You know, but it's just a learning curve. You know, he won the WBC International, won the Commonwealth title. So all in all, you know, it's another big night for Sam Eggington and a great reception tonight. You know, sold a lot of tickets here. I think he's got a big future.
Early wins for Mundo, Callum Smith, and also
Callum coming back from 6 months out after his hand operation. Big first round stoppage of Fedotov, who, you know, he's your typical durable journeyman. Went 8 with Rocky the other week and went 7 with Feigenberts, but Callum dispatched him in a round. You know, and he's like the kind. What I'm talking about when that stage of your career is over. Like that stage of Callum Smith's career is over now. He fights Christopher Abras on the 26th of June at the Echo Arena for the WBC silver title. He's going to be 1 fight away from being a mandatory challenger for the winner of Badu Jack and George Groves. So he's ready, and now it's exciting.
Luke Campbell was so impressive tonight, and he's stepping up.
Yeah, he's another one who's ready. You know, he came on this bill 10 days' notice against a fighter that they promised would definitely do the 8 rounds, never been stopped, and you know, obviously he's just too good. He's just too good.
How did you rate the show tonight? I always ask you.
Yeah, I think you know, you're always going to get criticism about, especially Anthony Joshua, and you know, I enjoyed the Sam Eggington fight. Obviously, the show was supposed to have Frankie Gavin against Chris Van Heerden on, which would have been a great fight. Now he's fighting Kell Brook, and we switch over to Ricky Burns and Jamie McDonnell. It's a good night of boxing on Sky. You know, we're always going to get the criticism. Unfortunately, you've got to develop these fighters, and you know, sometimes this is the period where a lot of those fighters are just finishing off their apprenticeship, if you like. Anthony Joshua, Callum Smith, Luke Campbell, and now you're going to see them. You know, you've got to build them properly. It's about development a lot of the time, and you know, Anthony Joshua's doing big numbers. You know, every arena we go to, he's doing big numbers, whether it's live or on the TV. So Sky want to see him as often as possible. There was a chance to jump on this show when Frankie Gavin fell through, but really it's all eyes for May the 30th at the O2.
Finally, Froch was stripped, of his WBA title recently. Just a word on that?
We knew it was coming. I think it's the right decision. He's got no fight scheduled. He's got no plans for a fight. You can't just hang on to the belt forever. Andre Ward wanted an interim fight, which he was granted against Paul Smith. So, you know, Froch lost the belt. But I think, you know, I think it's the end of the road for Carl Froch. I do. Unless a fight appears that it's going to, you know, really get him fired up. But I'm not sure that fight's out there. And I'm not even sure it's about the fights. I just think it's just, it feels like it might be over. It's a shame if so. But.
All right, Eddie, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and good luck to Ricky Burns.
Cheers,